Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Tech Talk here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group. Securities offered by MoneyBlock here to talk about a little bit what I saw today. I saw some unusual options activity in Harley-Davidson, ticker symbol HOG, the hog. I'm from Milwaukee originally, so this one caught my interest right away. As a matter of fact, I saw 2,300 of the December $62.50 calls trade in Harley-Davidson. Now, for those of you that don't trade options, you're probably like, well, I don't care. You should, because Harley-Davidson is a stock that has been in the headlines in and out for the last 6 months, and it's been in the headlines most recently on continued discussion that there is some potential merger or acquisition activity here. Now, these options are expiring in 4 days, so that's very interesting. They're also going what's called ex-dividend on December 14th, Wednesday. That means that anybody that holds the stock is going to be eligible if they own the stock on the 14th for that dividend. It's roughly around 36 cents. The activity that I saw today on the 2,300 contracts that traded were trading in a price between about 30 cents and 40 cents. So it's very interesting. It could be a player that's basically seeing some potential upside. Stock would have to move roughly around $2.50 just for it to be at its strike price. The options right now are pricing in roughly about a $1.50, $1.60 move, potentially either up or down into this, into the end of this expiration cycle. But again, very interesting activity going on in HOG, buying some upside calls. Could be, though, they could be selling the calls to generate some income, thinking that it's not going to get above 62.50. If you own the stock, at least 100 shares, you can sell one call, collect that 30 plus cents. That means that basically you'd add an additional, for the next 4 days, 0.3% to your bottom line. So that means that you would collect the 36 cents in the dividend. You collect another 30 cents on the short call that would potentially go out worthless if the stock is below 62.5. Folks, you just made 60 excess cents on a stock, and that's if it moves or not. So this is what we're seeing right now on that activity. We also saw some interesting activity in Disney. There was some upside call activity. The 110 calls traded, they're expiring in February, about 4,100 call contracts traded. The company is expecting to report earnings in February. So there could be a strategist that's positioning for some upside in Disney. Now, there was an interesting article over the weekend that I had read in Barron's. That's why when I saw this activity, it kind of triggered my interest. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. For you infrastructure enthusiasts, I saw some interesting activity in a steel name, AKS Steel. That's the ticker symbol AKS. 2,700 of the December $10 puts traded. Now this is interesting. AKS Steel has been moving to the upside pretty decently. Buying these puts could be a perception of maybe a hedge or a bearish play, or it could be someone that's selling the puts. In fact, they will be willing to take ownership of the stock if it got at or below $10. The last two that I want to take a look at is an oil name, Marathon Oil, ticker symbol MRO. The December $18.50 puts traded 3,300 times. Now, after the OPEC, non-OPEC meeting this weekend, where Russia and some of the other non-OPEC nations have agreed to cap, at least this point in theory, to cap their productions levels, so that basically they're going to pull about 1.1 million barrels off the market per day. We'll see if it actually pulls off. Now, Marathon is scheduled to present at the Credit Suisse bus tour tomorrow, so they could have some information that comes out. We'll watch that one very closely, but these puts are active. That's typically something that you want to keep an eye on, especially if it looks like this stock has run very far, very fast, and oil has popped today. So we'll see that. Last one I want to take a look at is the ETF that tracks Mexico. EWW, $46 puts traded 6,000 times. There has been some challenges with Mexico since the Trump administration is now going to be taking control in January. We're going to watch this one very closely. These are the December $46 puts. So these are going to expire before the inauguration, but he has plenty of policy statements that are coming across the tape. We're going to watch this action very closely. All right, folks, that's it for right now for Tech Talk. Please stay tuned at 4:30 Eastern Time. We're going to be on with the closing bell. See you then.